Well, everybody, it is the week of Christmas, my favorite time of the year. And I would love to just share with you a little bit of joy and happiness because I don't have Rachel with me today. Nope, this week, Rachel Dahl has taken the week off. She's busy. She's up north in Northwest Arkansas. And unfortunately, she will not be with us again till the new year, nor will I, because this is our last episode. But it is an exciting episode that you don't want to miss because the OG is in the house, my good friend and former co-host to the 61st Minute podcast, Nicholas Kyrouac.
Woo woo. There it is. There's the applause. It's good to be here. Good to be here.
We're going to do a quick intro with you because the U.S. military requires of it. So without further ado.
Everything I say on this podcast are my own personal views and beliefs and not representative of the official view of the United States Air Force. That's all I have to say. Now we can talk all we want to.
Last thing, we talked today about Advent. We talked about family. We talked about gifts. We talked about a lot of things, and it's going to be a fun podcast for people to listen to. But what was even more fun was Saturday night.
Yeah.
Saturday night was fun because the Bears beat your cheesehead Packers on the last play in overtime with a 46-yard bomb from one Caleb Williams to one DJ Moore, and the Bears are now in the playoffs.
Man, I tell you what, it was a good win for the Chicago Bears, but a big win for the Green Bay Packers backup quarterback who kept it a game with the Chicago Bears. Can you believe how
he did that last time?
Can you believe how bad the Bears are? That it was a game.
No. The Bears,
that's unbelievable.
The Bears' job is to make all backup quarterbacks look like Hall of Famers. They did that with the backup quarterback at Baltimore early on in the year.
So because it keeps everyone.
It does keeps them in suspense. It was a Bears game. It was an ugly game, but a great finish.
I loved it. It was good. And to go into overtime, man, that was crazy. And, I honestly, after being in the military and seeing kind of how the Bears strategize there, take out their head guy, like smoke them,
Don't put your head down.
Yeah,
it's football.
Exactly right.
Don't put your head down.
Let's go cheap shot Jordan Love, get him out of the game. That way we have a chance.
Sometimes you have drastic times lead to drastic measures. Hey,
I love it.
Thanks so much for listening. I hope you enjoy this episode with my good friend, Nicholas Kyrouac. We'll talk to you soon.
Check 1 2.
You're good. You are good.
Levels sound good.
Levels sound good. You sound good.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, everybody, if you haven't noticed, there's a new voice in the studio.
Hi, I'm Rachel Dahl.
Guess who it is, everybody? It is
Nick Kyrouac. Man, you've got... He said new voice. I'm the OG voice.
Well, a new voice this year, so there are new listeners, and so new listeners, you're new to them.
That's a good point.
But Nick is a OG, and Nick and I first launched the 61st Minute podcast just roughly over a year and a half ago, and Nick's back in town, and Rachel's out of town, so we snuck Nick in to do a little hosting, a little chat.
Happy to be here.
Great to have you back, buddy.
Yeah, you text me. I was hoping you would text me. I actually was thinking about it before you texted me last week, and I was like, man, I really want to do the podcast. And you invited me, so I was like...
Absolutely.
Had to play it off like, wasn't... Let me see if I have time in my calendar.
Oh, what a surprise. Tim invited me to be on the podcast. Oh, great.
But yeah, I'm happy to be here. I appreciate it.
What's life been like for you the last 6-7 months?
It's in the fast lane. It's crazy. We were coming back into town. When did we get here? We got here Saturday, and I was driving over the bridge from Van Buren into Fort Smith. A little tear found the eye, and I was like, man, last time I was on this road, I was going the other way, heading to OT officer training school, and didn't know what the heck I was getting myself into. And
do you miss it around here?
I do, man. Fort Smith. I mean, I kind of said it as a joke yesterday from stage, but you never realize how good the town is, how good Fort Smith is, and how good Arkansas is until you move away.
Yeah.
And then you're like, man, home is a good spot, and so we miss it. We miss it. We love what we do. Don't sit here and think we're out here just like, oh man, Nick's really struggling. We love what we do. We love Maxwell Air Force Base. We love the community. It's really amazing. And but man, there's days I'm like, man, I miss home. I do.
You've added to your family though since you've been gone.
We have
too,
baby
right?
Truett. He's 3 months old.
Baby Truett, love it.
Yep, he's a little stud muffin. I call him T-Dog.
Yep.
And then J Money is 4 years old. He turned 4 2 weeks ago. So
I saw Jones yesterday, and he was riding on top of Williams' shoulders, and I'm like, "That's a grown man right there." He's brought it up.
Yeah,
he's starting to come into his own. 4 years old. He's starting to have that look about him that it doesn't have that baby look anymore. It has that little boy look.
Breaks my heart. Yeah, every single day.
Well, what does he think of life? Away from Fort Smith. I mean, has he adjusted well?
Yeah, he does. He loves, you ask him, he says he's an airman. I said, what do you want to be when you grow up? He says, I'm going to be a fighter pilot and a chaplain. I'm like, it's kind of hard to do that both at the same time.
Well,
but,
when you're in the air,
yeah.
Sometimes you got to call on the Almighty
Exactly
so
right.
he can be the chaplain.
But yeah, he loves it. He goes to work with me every now and again. And man, he gives everyone the most crisp salute that you will ever see. Like,
really? That's kind of cool.
He loves it. He doesn't know this yet, but I got him a full set of OCP uniform.
Oh, did you really?
He's got the hat and everything, so he's going to be my little airman walking around. But
that's awesome.
He says, I'm an airman, and he salutes everyone at the gate, man. And he runs outside when retreat plays or reveille in the morning, and
oh yeah,
he'll stand at attention and salute the flag as it goes up. Man, he loves it. He loves it.
Well. And then yesterday I was visiting with Truett, and he was telling me all these great, well, obviously he didn't, but he had a big smile on his face. He seemed really happy yesterday. It was awesome. I was just making him smile, and he was smiling back at me. And, man, I'm so proud of you, buddy, and just the family. Seeing your family, it was awesome bringing back. I miss you, too, and I miss having you around. But it's great that we're close enough and that you'll drop by from time to time, stay with your dad, and be able to visit and hang out and do the podcast.
Yeah, well, we still call it's truly is a blessing to have a community Bible. Allison and I, wherever we go, they say, "Hey, where's your home church?" And we say, "Community Bible." We still associate ourselves as members here and as part of the team, part of the family, and we just were sent out on mission from the church.
So what excited you about coming back to Community Bible this weekend? What was it that you noticed that might have been new, fresh? Something that you're like, whoa, I haven't seen that, or I haven't seen those people. What brought back that nostalgia, if you will?
The church looks great. Like, don't get me wrong. I was excited to see the new updates and things like that, but I'll never be able to get away from the people. Like, to see Haley, to see you, to see Richie, to see Frankie. Really, I haven't got to see Frankie yet. Dude is out of town. I'm like, you need to get on my calendar and not make those
Nick's
mistakes
coming
again.
into town. I'm out of here.
Exactly right. But to see William, man, just to see folks and to get to the hugs, they feel a little different after you've been away for almost a year.
Sure.
So,
how's it been seeing your dad?
Dad's good.
Yeah, he's been doing really good.
Yeah, he came out to Alabama a couple times to see us for my officer training school graduation, and then when Truett was born. But it just it's hard to explain. But Allison's like, you're just driving around everywhere with a big smile on your face, and I'm like, man, it's good to be home. Yeah. The crazy thing is to see like the buildings that have gone up. Or like, whoa, like I was driving from Fort Smith Coffee down the road, and there were a couple buildings that weren't there anymore, and I'm just like, man, life just goes on. Change just keeps happening.
But we had a fire. You didn't know. I mean, one of the buildings burned down, and that was the old brick house restaurant.
That happened before I left.
Okay, so
but I heard they're rebuilding it.
Yep, they're trying to. Yeah, they're trying to figure out a way. And then the new Bass Pro Shop's going up right over there behind
the old Best Buy.
Yep.
The old Best
Now
Buy
that's actually right behind Fridays, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they're remodeling that, and that's going up. That's supposed to be ready early 2026. And then they're in my hometown of Van Buren. They're actually fixing the traffic, because
Oh,
that's
no
been
way.
the biggest complaint about living in Van Buren is the intersection that gets you onto 40. And they're adding a new section to help alleviate some of the
I've heard
pressure
that's been
there.
an issue since they invented the car.
Yeah,
So,
from what I understand, when Steve Kreider, a member of our church, lived out there, he wrote many times to the council, city council, and gave solutions 25 years ago.
Wow.
So can you just imagine that place has been growing? But
did you know Nate Kreider, his son, is stationed at Hickam in Hawaii?
yeah, just left. He
Holy
said goodbye
cow.
to me. Said goodbye to me 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, I think. He gave me a big hug. Said I'll see you in a couple of years, and left. Yeah,
Yeah, someone told me that. I had no
Yeah.
idea. I called him yesterday after church. I went, "You're in dang Hickam?
yeah.
That's a good spot.
That's a
lot
really
of people
good
want to
spot.
go over there, Hickam."
Let's see, Alabama, Hawaii,
Hawaii,
Hawaii. So.
Absolutely.
Hey, yesterday you got a chance to join us on stage and kind of go back to your old roots of doing some of the pieces in a Sunday service. We're obviously wrapping up our Advent series. Looking back, let's turn the page a little bit here and talk spiritual. What does Advent mean to you at this time of year, especially in light of what you do as a career and your shift and your focus in your life?
You know, Advent's always recently, I guess in recent history, the last 5 years has been something that's been special to me because that's when Richie came to me and said, "Hey, we're going to do Advent, and would you want to make it my baby?" So before I left community, we got to make it my baby. And as I started kind of putting the Advent series together and looking into it, I really saw the main four attributes or characteristics of Advent, the hope, peace, love, and joy, as really these gifts that come from God. And the first year I think we did Advent, we kind of played it out as, the big give. That might have been the second year, but of these gifts that God brings us through his gospel story, and these things that can only come from God. So now, within the context of transitioning into the Air Force, I still get to preach. I still get to do the service, the Protestant community service on Sundays. It's about a church about 100 people, and it's amazing. But a big part of my job is within the unit, right? So it's not within the church context. So people will, "Hey, chaplain, can you sit down? Can we talk about something?" And a lot of these stories don't come. A lot of their stories and the situations that they're in, man, it just lacks all four of those things: hope, peace, love, and joy, right? And I can't proselytize like within those contexts, but people can ask me about my faith, but there's an opportunity that's unique with the chaplain corps and our job is we're able to talk people through situations that can lead to a glimpse of this hope, peace, love, and joy that can only come from God. And you don't get that anywhere else in the military. You get that from the chaplain.
If a officer or someone in the ranks comes up to you and wants a full gospel, wants a full explanation of who Jesus is, can you do
100%.
that? So they have to basically initiate that conversation, and then you have the freedom to share.
Yes,
right?
sir. Yeah, so I can't go up and, show up to a squadron and say, "Hey guys,
Let me tell you about Jesus."
Yeah. That's not a thing that we can do. But I also
invited.
have my own freedom of expression of religion, right? Of my faith. So if someone can say, "Hey, Chaplain K, what do you think the answer is to this?" or what are your thoughts based on your background in Christian faith? You asked, I can tell you.
Right.
So that's really where it comes from. But
so where have you seen God in your life over the course of the last 6-7 months show up the most? Where have you seen his hand on your role as you've trained to be in this role?
It's fascinating. And I hope it doesn't come across, self-centered, but naturally walking into a career of 10 years in church ministry and making this massive shift into military chaplaincy, there's a little bit of the Moses mindset of like, what am I doing? Like, me? Are you serious? And, but to go through officer training school and then the basic chaplain course, and then just different situations where God affirmed me that, no, you're in the right spot.
Yeah.
OTS, I graduated number 2 in my flight, which was selected by my flight mates. Basic chaplain course, I graduated top of the class, which was selected by my peers as well as the cadre. And then my first quarter on station, so it would be quarter 3, I won CGO of the quarter on the wing staff agency level, which
that means
doesn't happen.
Now, what is that?
So
explain that.
The wing staff agency, we serve the wing. So you got your wing commander, your deputy wing commander, and you got kind of the wing leadership. And so the wing's broken down into then groups. So there's the mission support group, and then at the time there was the 42nd medical group, and then those groups are broken down into squadrons broken down into flights. So the wing staff agency is wing level, but it's kind of over off to the side. So we work directly for the wing commander.
What's the name of the award? You said the letters, but what's that? What was the award?
Sorry, company grade officer. So a company grade officer is your lieutenants and your captains. Field grade officers are your majors, lieutenant colonels, and then general officers are your generals. So to win CGO of the quarter for wing staff agency, it's a relatively small award, but it's just one of those that you don't usually get it your first time, your first quarter.
Yeah.
And so just little things like that, which such an honor, such a humbling experience, but also just a reminder from God of, hey, get your head down and keep rolling because you're right where I want you to be.
So this year, and obviously Advent is hope, peace, joy, and love. Which one of those 4 stands out to you this year as significant, as like I needed this, or this is really evident this year for me?
Peace. You're out. Everything's brand new. Far from home.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's comfortable. Yeah, peace. 100%.
All right. So another follow-up to that, you were here for 10 years. You had a rhythm, you had a ritual, you had traditions of Christmas. What is different this year, and what are you excited for this year as we are literally, when everybody hears this, it'll be Christmas Eve, they're going to hear this, it'll be released, and one day away from Christmas Day. What are you excited for? What's the new traditions? I mean, what's different about this year?
It's actually not what's new. It's what we're most excited about. That's going to be pretty normal.
Brand new car.
Right.
Okay.
We're going to be here for the Christmas Eve service.
Oh,
it's one of the things that we never wanted to miss.
Sure.
So we made it a point. I think we'll be at the 3:00.
That'll be awesome.
We're super excited about that. One of the things that's going to be tough, we kind of made it a point back before joining the Air Force. We really enjoyed waking up in our home, just with our family, our immediate family, on Christmas morning. And now that we live far away, you kind of have to sacrifice a little bit in order to come home. And that's just something we're like, hey, we'll wake up at Grandma and Grandpa's house, or my in-laws' house, but, the boys' Grandma and Grandpa's house, and that's just how it's going to have to be, and that's going to be okay. They're not going to know the difference, but
yeah, I agree with you in terms of for the better part of 30 plus years of marriage, my wife and I always had the girls in really close proximity, and now that we've been in the River Valley for a year and a half. We've had, like, last year was our first year. The girls drove up and spent Christmas, and this is year number 2. So now it's I can honestly say if I'm going to look at Life 360 app at all, it's when they're traveling up here for Christmas and counting down the hours. So yesterday I was really excited when they got here at 2:00 and we saw that they were arriving. And now that means that much more because I get 10 days, but after that, I don't know when I'll see them again.
Yeah.
And obviously we talk every day, but it's just being together. Last night, Jordan went out to the volleyball Christmas party for my team and hung out with me and met the players and parents. And today, Jensen's going out shopping with Angie, and Jordan's got to work from home. But once I'm done here, we'll be able to be together. So it means more like you're coming home to be with family. It's like you just value and cherish those times more because they're not just going to continue. There's an end to this holiday season where they'll go home, and then we're going to be getting ready for a wedding. So
it just changes. I think it just changes too. Just man, why do we get so caught up in the small traditions?
Right.
It really. You wanna really kind of focus in on what matters around the Christmas season. Go join the military and move 9 hours away, right?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's like, who cares if you get the right gift? Who cares if the turkey's a little dry? Who cares if you do the little thing we always did when we were kids?
Right.
At the end of the day, it's like, I just want to be with my people.
Yeah.
I just want to hug the necks of the people that I love.
Yeah.
Because who knows how much longer we're going to get to do it.
Yeah, my oldest daughter is somewhat... she's struggling with the fact that next year Christmas will be different because my youngest will be married.
Yeah.
And everything changes, Dad. Everything changes. And everything does change. And here's the deal. Angie and I, my wife and I, we will have Christmas just like we normally do.
Yep.
But we don't expect Jensen and her husband to acclimate to our traditions because you know why? They're a family now. They need to start their own traditions. And if their traditions change how we do things, we're still going to have Christmas and we'll still have an open door. We'll still have food and celebrations and all of that. Yeah. But in all reality, it's the time you spend together. They're going to start a family eventually. Life changes and you just adjust because the most important things are our family and your relationship with Christ. And in the midst of that, your family and their relationship with Christ. And I'm blessed to have a future son-in-law who loves Jesus, and he'll be a part of our family, and so that's a cool thing. You mentioned gifts. Let's wrap this up with this question: have you ever received a gift that was duplicated, meaning you got the same gift twice? And what did you do with the second gift if you did?
Does it have to be Christmas?
No, it doesn't have to be
For
Christmas.
the wedding, when Alice and I got married, we got two. What are those big heavy things that mix stuff? KitchenAids.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, which are expensive.
There they are.
It's like, dang. And
what'd you do with the second one?
We may have just took it back.
Okay. Now, if you got a second same gift at Christmas, what would you do with that?
Give it to Tim Homa.
Okay, so there's a reason why I'm asking this.
If I got a second gift for Christmas, if I got the same thing, I think it just depends on what it is. I mean, so here's the deal. Like, if I got something that's really cool at home, we also got 2 record players one time. One time I did that, and we kept one at home, one at the office. Hey, cool. Opportunity to have them in both places. It just depends on what you get.
Angie and I were walking downtown Van Buren a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we walked into one of those places that's a lot like Brick City, where it has multiple different vendors.
Yeah.
And one of the vendors sold wood-made products. And one of the wood-made products was a pegboard for tracking your round in Phase 10, the card game.
Yeah.
So you knew what level everybody was. Because a lot of times you lose where you're at in the phases, and you want to know where everybody else is in the phases. Yeah. And so I went down there because Angie said, that'd be really cool. And she goes, oh, how much is it? Oh, it's too much. So 2 days later, husband went down there, right? So I had my best friend and his wife in town last weekend, and they leave us because Gloria, my best friend's wife, wants to get Angie a gift. We get it in the mail yesterday. It's the same gift I get Angie. So I told Angie. So I'm thinking, what do I do with the second gift? I'm don't think my girls are going to listen to this, but they're getting a Phase 10 pegboard. One of them is. I have to decide which one's going to get it. But yeah, I don't know because if you get it before Christmas, then you can wrap it and regift it. And that's 100%. What I'm going to do. I paid the money for it. I'm not going to return it. I'm going to regift it. So,
no, I tell you what, we were just kind of talking about it a second ago. One of the things I realized, and Alice and I both had to realize, it really is the people and the time we have with the people we love. That's really, truly a blessing from God. And it is a gift because, one thing that we've had to start considering, what happens when I'm in Europe for the next duty station?
Right.
Can't come home for Christmas.
Not a 9-hour drive.
Right. What happens when, my next deployment window is next year? If, the kids can come, family can come home, but I'm, somewhere else.
Right.
Or, God forbid we face a near peer ally, or not near peer ally, near peer adversary.
Right.
And things change.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing that I think the military's made me appreciate is man, everything, you never know what tomorrow holds.
Yeah.
So hold firm to what you have today and thank God for it.
Yep. And I'm with you. Hour. I'm with you with the Advent. It's just I'm looking at peace, needing to be at peace in my life right now with some impending things coming up in the new year. That's not only a wedding but potential surgery, potential recovery time, and all of that, and just trying to be at peace. And my peace is of just trusting God in the process of saying, God, you can handle all of this no matter what. I'm going to praise you in the midst of it, praise you in the storm, praise you when it's peaceful, praise you when it's chaotic. You're in control, but I just need that peace. And so, well, man, good to have you back.
It's good to be back.
It has been good. So why don't you send us out? What have we been listening to this last few minutes?
Well, thank you for listening to the 61st Minute Podcast by Community Bible. I am a guest host, Nicholas Kyrouac, with my co-host, Tim Homa, and we hope you have a Merry, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, all. We'll see you in the new year. We're taking a couple weeks off. We'll be back in January, better than ever. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.